It's the middle of July here in Texas, and it is extremely hot. Today it's going to be up into the high 90s. And so we figured we'd kind of run you over what we're doing with our greenhouse currently, how things have been going with what we planted earlier in the year, what we're planning to get started for our fall planting. But I wanted to run you over a few things, a few mistakes, a few things that we've learned over this last couple of months of doing some greenhouse gardening, some outside gardening, and we even played around with the hanging bag gardening. So stick around and hope you enjoy. We started growing a few things this spring and into the summer. Now, to be honest, we did get a little bit of a slow start this year when it came to getting our summer crop in. I was about a month late. I'll admit that right away. So a lot of my growth is a little after the fact. It's, it should have been a little further along than it is today, but we're still doing pretty good. My banana peppers are starting to come in really, really well. My jalapeno peppers, they're not doing the best, but we're pretty happy about all of that. Look at that big old jalapeno right there. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, that's one of them. And then of course you can see my bell peppers kind of forming back there. Now, with my zucchini out of the way, which took up this entire bed that you're looking at here, it interfered with how well my bell peppers were growing. Now, as you can see now, my bell peppers are blowing up. Here is my variety of my heat lovers tomato there. Now, this one is doing exceptionally well in the greenhouse. I'll show you the one that I've got going on outside. I've got it in two different locations, but this heat lovers is absolutely doing fantastic. Over here, this is my Florida variety of my tomato. Once again, started it off really late. This is my rattlesnake pole bean. I removed the cucumbers because they were starting to they were towards the end and they were also getting a little infected. They had some diseases and some mold and things of that nature. Now here we've got my ancho peppers doing really well. Once again, was a little late in getting these into the ground, but I think they're doing fantastic now. This little pumpkin here was a tiny little fella, especially with all the zucchini and squash in front of it. Now, since I've removed all of that, it's starting to come about. So hopefully we'll get something out of this year. Now, I wanted to take a quick moment to talk about my basil. A few months ago, it was growing so well in here that I went ahead and cut it back about 50%. Now, by doing so, it extended my season. So right now, all of my basil is still really nice and tasty. We're currently in the middle of pulling some of this, freezing it so we can preserve this. Now also, we're getting our seedlings going for our next batch of basil. All of my basil on the outside, it is all of course bolted, but by me cutting this back about 50%, that saved my seasons. We're just about to get started on our fall planting. So therefore, we've got about a good 8 weeks or so before they really start getting ready to go so we can plant them outside just in time for our fall planting. Now, remember, here in Texas, our fall is a little bit different than everybody else. Now, we're right smack in the middle of our summer. So we're in the middle of July. We're gonna be in the high 90s today. But even in our fall time, we still will stay in the evening temperatures of around 90, the high 90s sometimes, well, most of the time. So our fall planting is almost a secondary version of our summer planting with a little bit of tweaks. We've had a really strange summer. Today it's going to be in the high 90s, but most of this June and July have been in the low 90s, into the 80s, sometimes even dropping in at night into the low 70s. For us, that's very unusual. This time of year, our evenings will stay into the 90-degree range. So inside the greenhouse, we've had some pretty good successes in here. Let's step outside so I can show you that it's not been a real successful summer, but as far as learning, I would say it's been successful. So when I refer to what we're growing on the outside, these are the beds that I'm referring to. This one over here on my right, right here behind me on my right, this one gets direct afternoon sun pretty much from around 2 up until about 7 or 8. So it gets pretty blasted there in the heat. This one over here on my left, we've got some char in there. I've got a couple of jalapeno plants in there, things of that nature. The one behind it, we've left fallow this year, or we left open, and we put some buckwheat in there. Maybe we can kind of add to that soil and help it out just a little bit. Here is one of our successes this year. This is our corn. Now, What's surprising about our corn, this is first off, our very first year to grow corn. But in this area that we're growing it, this is not one of our better beds. It's probably one of my worst beds. We have a lot of rain and a lot of washout that goes through this way. Now, since we've had all that rain this summer, we've discovered that there's a lot of washout that happens right here. Even with that, our corn is doing really well. Now, there's some concerns here and there about it, but we've already just started to develop tassels. We've got several little pieces of fruit popping up here and there. So as a first-time corn grower, I'm very happy with this. Now, along with our corn, we're also growing an ancho pepper. And then if we go further back into our corn, we'll come across our red Malabar spinach. Now, we'll see how that goes. It's just now starting to kind of form its secondary leaf. Like I said earlier, we planted a lot of this a little too late, I do believe. Now, we had mentioned a little bit earlier that my tomatoes that I planted outside weren't doing the best. And as you can see, compared to the one inside my greenhouse, this one is not faring very well. I do believe it's from the direct afternoon sun. I've probably got a couple of mites in here. Now that I'm looking at it, it does look like some of the leaves have been damaged and ate up. But I think most of this is just going to be from too much sun. So here you'll see our ground covering, our sweet potatoes. Now this by far has been our biggest success this year. Hoping to have a lot of sweet potatoes at the Thanksgiving season, somewhere in that area. But by far, bumper crop for us. First time to grow sweet potatoes. Loving it. Okay, so now one thing that's not doing very well is going to be my hanging bag plants here. This is something new that we decided to play around with this year to see if maybe we could take advantage of some of this morning sun that you're seeing on my face. But what I've discovered is that where they're hanging, it only catches a couple of hours of the morning sun. And so it's not getting what it needs. So as you can see, it's very short, kind of yellowish. So we're going to move this today and then continue to monitor it to see if possibly we can get a little better result out of it. But as of right now, not real impressed, but I have a feeling it's my fault. In general, user error. Now, with all the rain that we had mentioned that we've gotten back in June and July, one really nice benefit of all that rain, as you can see, are going to be our pollinators. Now, back here, we have everything from regular bumblebees to, obviously bees, and also hummingbirds, which is really neat to see. But lots and lots of pollinators. So as far as our garden and the rain goes, we've seen a little bit of success due to that cooler summer and a little bit more water. So always try to stay positive. So anyway, I'm Trevor with Greenhouse Emporium. Thank you today for joining me and walking through our garden. Hoping that you've learned a little bit of something. If you have any questions, comments, see anything that I need to change, please let us know. Because up front, full disclosure, I'm not a master gardener. I have as much fun gardening as all of you, and I have probably as many failures, if not more, as all of you. So thank you for sticking on this journey with us. We'll see you next time.